Hi, and welcome to Madisync Skill of the Week. This week we're going to be going over how to customize your organization portal in a step-by-step fashion. By that I mean what we're going to do is we are going to go over the logical progression of steps you need to take in order to complete your customization of your organization portal. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your email. And I say that because an email went out right before the 2016 holiday that invited all presidents and treasurers of the recognized CSUN clubs into their organization portal in Madisync. So you need to go to that email, you need to accept that invitation, and you will then be brought into Madisync as the position that you hold for that club. Once you are in and the admin of that club, which you all will be once you accept the invitation, we can continue on to customizing these portals. First thing you want to do is you want to head over to your organization portal. I am the admin of Madisync headquarters, but keep in mind that when you enter your organization portal for the first time, it will not look like this. This is a fully customized organization portal, and we are going to be going over how to get your organization portals to look like this. So, a lot of these steps in this process have been covered by a past Madisync Skill of the Week video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover all of these in a SparkNotes fashion, and then I'm going to refer you to an older Madisync Skill of the Week video that you can watch for an in-depth view of how to handle all these different steps in a more detailed way. So, to start, the first thing you want to do when you get into Madisync headquarters for the first time is invite your executive board members into your organization portal. I say this because for the customization process of Madisync's organization portals, you require your organization's executive board members, your administrators, to be a part of your portal. So to do that, there are two options. First option is you're going to select your People's tool in the toolbar, and once there you'll see this Invite People option. Click that and you'll be brought over to the window for inviting people. Before I click that though, I'm going to show you the other method of doing this, which is hover over Settings and go to the second option, and here is the Invite People window. First box, you're going to put in the emails of the people you want to invite into your organization portal, separated by commas. Second window, you're going to put in the body of the email that you want these people to receive in your invitation. And the last window is what group is your organization portal going to get added to once they accept your invitation. Since we are inviting the executive board members, these will all be administrators. So, there you go. Again, this was covered in a past Madisync Skill of the Week video, so please head over there and check it for a more in-depth view of how to invite people and how to manage invitations. Now, what we need to do is we need to wait for all of those members we just invited to accept our invitations so that they are in Madisync and in your organization portal. Once all of them have accepted your invitation and are in, we can continue on to the second step of this process, which is to fill out the registration form. Many of you, in fact, I would say all of you right now, when you enter your organization portal for the first time, you will not see this profile at the top of your home page. You will see an orange box, and that orange box will have a link that will send you over to the registration form. Again, I cannot stress enough how important it is to not do that first, and instead to invite your executive board members on first, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So the registration form is accessible, as I said, via that orange box link that is going to remain there until the registration form is complete, or you can hit go over Settings, click Organization Settings, and the first option up here is the organization registration form. I'm going to click Resume Submission, and here we are. Here's the organization registration form. Over to the right as we can see, is the icon upload, so you can upload your profile picture, and you're going to want to fill out all this information as best as you can, as detailed and as honestly as you can for your organization portal. Once this page is complete, we click continue, and here is where we need our executive board members to be a part of our organization portal. If they are not, you cannot add them to these different positions, and if you cannot fill out these 5 positions that are required, then you cannot continue through the registration form process and you won't be able to complete your registration form. So as I said, executive board members need to be in your portal, and then once they're in, you can fill this out by clicking this and inserting all the appropriate information. As I said earlier, a past Madison Skill of the Week video goes into the registration form in great detail, and I strongly urge you to watch that before completing this document, as you do need some information, your roster for instance in an Excel sheet, present and available to you before you complete this registration form process. So watch that video, get a real detailed understanding of how this works, and then we can move on to the third step of customizing our organization portal. And the third step is going to be to create groups in your people tool. There are 5 groups that are going to be standard for all organization portals from the start, and they are going to be administrators, officers, advisors, members, and new members. If these 5 are the only 5 groups that you need, then you don't have to add any more groups. If, however, you need more groups, maybe organization-specific groups, very easy to do. All you need to do is type in the name of the organization group that you don't have, let's say funders, for instance, and then you're going to click Create Group. There is, again, a past Madison Skill of the Week video that goes into creating groups in a very detailed way, and I recommend watching that before you create any group. Alright, now once all of your groups are created, you have sort of a split path. You can either customize the other aspects of your organization portal, for instance, the cover photo back here, the welcome message over here, that sort of thing, or you can invite the rest of your portal into your organization. It's up to you which way you go about it. It really depends what you want. Do you want all your people to enter before your organization portal is completely filled out and looking pretty, or do you want them in there once it's presentable? That's up to you. For inviting people, it's the same process as before. Just make sure that you're not adding your basic member to the admin group. Make sure that the people you're bringing into your portal represent the group that they need to be in. For customizing the rest of your organization portal, you're going to go back to where that registration form is. You're going to hover over Settings, click Organization Settings, and now we're going to deal with all of the other options. We covered Profile, that's the registration form, and now we go over the rest. Cover Photo, that is right here, this little red banner. It's important to note that this as well is a past Madison Skill of the Week video going over how to customize your organization portal, so I recommend watching that specifically. However, we're going to go over all these options right now. Permissions. Permissions received its own specific Madison Skill of the Week video. The idea is you're basically going to be giving certain groups in your portal different access to the tools in the toolbar based on their group or based on their individual person. So that I highly recommend watching the past Madison Skill of the Week video, because that alone is a 7-minute video going into permissions and how to give permissions. So I highly recommend watching that before you divvy up permissions. Welcome message. As we saw earlier, this is just the text box welcome message that you want people to see when they look at your organization portal. Custom footer basically is a little saying or perhaps an image that you will have at the bottom of every page in your Madisync portal. That goes for all of the different tools as well, not just the home page. It will be there at every page of your specific organization portal. Social media links also got its own Madisync Skill of the Week video, so watch that. Just know that for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google+, Tumblr, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Flickr, you can connect your organization portal with your social media, assuming that you have club-based social media on those different platforms. Watch the video to get an understanding of how exactly to link the two, but that is another customization option. Time zone. If for whatever reason your club exists outside of Pacific Standard Time, you can select the time zone for it. However, if your club is based at CSUN, we all go by Pacific Standard Time. Statistics is a fun little way for viewing statistics on your organization portal, your total users, your new users, the events that you've created, and the to-do task status. So that's something to look at if you're an admin and you're curious about the different demographics in that way. Join options is probably the most important customization option, as it will determine how people can enter your portal. In terms of your set default group, what this refers to is what group individuals entering your portal will be put into. It is highly suggested to make this member or new member, as setting it as an administrator will cause all new members to enter with administrator access and privilege. And then we have the 4 different options. We have invite only, which means that people can only enter if you invite them. Join by request means that a person can request to join. Join with password is there's a password that a person needs to have in order to join your portal, and you need to give out that password. And then the last option combines request and password. And that is all of the customization options for Madisync. Of course, you can upload files, you can create forms, but when it comes to actually customizing your portal, that is how you customize it. Future Madisync Skill of the Week videos will go into events, files, forms. However, if you have questions on any of these tools as of right now, head over to Files and you will see these 3 folders. Portals, Tools, and Training. In terms of all the tools, if you click on the Tools folder, you'll see all of the Madisync tools have their own PowerPoint. To access any of these walkthroughs, all you have to do is click on the name of one of the files, and once you click on the name of the file, all you'd have to do is click the Download File option, and you'll have your own personal PowerPoint for that specific tool and get a better understanding of how to create content with that tool. But for now, that was this week's Skill of the Week. I hope you all had a lovely holiday and have a wonderful week. See you next week. Bye-bye.